Now, Misty Marris, a defense and trial attorney here in New York, who's been joining us with her insight throughout the trial. So, Misty, as we look at this, I do think it's important that we keep reminding people what the charges are here. It's not, the question is not, did they not have sex? Donald Trump maintains they did not. We heard from Stormy Daniels. She says they did. It's not even the fact that the hush money payment was made. The real issue here is whether the way it was accounted for when Michael Cohen was reimbursed was done legally, or was it covered up and then it becomes a crime? We didn't get into a lot of that on the first day of cross-examination. It felt like it was a little all over the map. Is there a risk there of losing the jury because it felt like it was all over the map?
Yeah, so you absolutely hit the nail on the head that this case is about falsified business records that were falsified with the intent to cover up or in furtherance of another crime. So the first day of cross-examination came right out of the gate addressing Michael Cohen's TikToks and was kind of hitting him all over with respect to various issues relating to credibility. And to your point, it was all over the map. So there's been some reports that one of the reasons that the defense took that tactic with Michael Cohen is that Trump knows Michael Cohen very well. And he was prepped, or they opined that he was prepped on a chronological type basis. So they thought the cross-examination would come at Michael Cohen chronologically. So the defense team was trying to shake it up, perhaps to rattle him. But yes, it is something that the jury could find to be confusing because it was kind of jumping from time and place from right now to 2016 to 2018. So certainly the jury is going to have to compartmentalize that to a certain degree and understand how that actually impacts the testimony.
As we look at this today, back with cross-examination, what CNN has learned, my colleagues have learned, is that the goal for the defense today is essentially what you may call the liar, liar, pants on fire line of questioning, to really hammer all of these instances where Michael Cohen has lied. The prosecution tried to get out ahead of that. Do you think they did enough?
So the prosecution laid out all of the issues that Michael Cohen has with respect to credibility, and he has a lot. He's admitted to lying before Congress, admitted to lying in federal court, has changed his story multiple times. So they tried to get that out so they could control the narrative with the jury. Now what the defense is going to do is really attack all of that because much of it came out in direct examination. The defense is going to go back and really hammer home a couple of themes. Number one, Michael Cohen will say whatever he needs to say that serves him at the time. Number two, he financially benefited from writing books negative about Trump. Wouldn't it be financially beneficial for him to see Trump in jail? And number three, that he has said contemporaneous in these TikToks online, he wants to see Trump in jail. All of that is going to show, from the defense perspective, or attempt to show, that he is incredibly biased against Trump. But Erica, there's a bigger point here, because what the jury instructions will say, and that's why the defense is hammering this, they will say if the jurors do not believe one part of the testimony, they can choose to disregard all of it. And if you have one juror that says, you know what, I think he's a liar, I don't believe anything he says, well, there's your hung jury. It's important to remember the defense has different goals than the prosecution. It's to raise reasonable doubt. And if the jury were to say, we don't believe Michael Cohen and we don't want to take any of his testimony at face value, well, there's your hung jury. And that's what the defense is looking to do.
That is what they need to do, right? For their client. Misty Marris, always great to see you, my friend. Thank you.